Hey guys, this is Zoe. Quit. Fuck. And this is for all the trolls and the haters on Twitter.
Whoa there. Whoa. Rudicats, have we checked with Feminazi HQ that it's okay to do this one? Yes, it is perfectly fine. What would be the problem? Well, as a male feminist, aren't I supposed to agree with absolutely everything a woman says ever and never disagree with a woman in any way whatsoever? Shut up, you fool. Now, you're going to give me some chicken or what? I'll give you some chicken in a bit, Rudicats. I'm just doing the video. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, this idiot's about to slut shame Zoe Quinn.
A Tumblr. We can suck my peen balls.
I am not a whore. 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 But I like to do it.
I had my hair cut part way through making this episode, so get ready for some very significant hair-based continuity problems. Booyah! Hello there, and welcome to episode 14 of The Descent of Man-osphere, the series in which we go through the ways in which the Man-osphere are trying to reverse human evolution and drag us all back into the fucking sea. But today, we're breaking new ground, because today we're dealing with someone who happens to be a woman. Or as I believe they're referred to in the Man-osphere, gold-digging sluts, or disease-ridden whores. Yes, in the surest sign yet that the gynocracy has definitely taken over and is an actual thing rather than the fucking mad ravings of fucking mentally deluded crackpot fucking mental cases. There's a woman who's got her own episode of The Descent of Man-osphere. Oh my god! And not just any woman, we're talking about the boxy wannabe anti-feminist fucking idiot par excellence. Yes, it's Shoe0nhead, or as I prefer to call her, Ditzy Von Shit for Brains, because she is one of the most stupid human beings I've ever had the displeasure of encountering. But anyway, let's kick off by looking at the video that gave her a kind of her big start as such, kind of brought her to her first bit of YouTube fame. It's a video called The Oppression Olympics, which annoyed the fuck out of me as a sports fan because there was absolutely no sporting element in this video whatsoever, so don't put Olympics in it. But anyway, I thought I'd start with this one because it's a very good example of the kind of argumentation she likes to use. See if you can spot the theme that develops through this video.
Hey, I'm a feminist. That's right, a feminist in 2014 America.
Straw man alert. Get prepared, people. A lot of straw men upcoming.
What does that mean? That means I want you to stoop down to my level. And that means don't go on a diet, don't wear heels, don't do makeup, don't do your hair, don't try to look pretty.
See, I told you.
And shaving? Forget shaving. Don't shave.
Straw man.
This video game character is dressed too sexily. I don't like it. Change it.
Another fucking straw man.
Did you guys know that rape is bad? Rape is bad! Does anybody know this? Rape is bad, and if you're not a feminist, you're pro-rape.
I mean, do I even need to say it at this point? It's so obvious what that argument is, other than a pile of fucking shite.
We don't live in a rape culture. Rape is the worst label. A rapist is the worst label you can put on a guy.
Oh yeah, of course. I suppose that's what law enforcement are doing by not prosecuting rapists when they commit rape. They're just looking after the reputation of men who go around raping. But that would also be a rape culture, wouldn't it? So, do you see the kind of problem with your way of... Of course you fucking don't. Of course you don't see the problem whatsoever, do you? Because you're a fucking idiot.
No one wants to be a rapist. No one is pro-rape. No one is pro-rape.
Oh, really? Are you sure about that? Do you want to check the writings of Paul Elam and Rouge V? Because they both seem pretty fucking pro-rape to me, you moron.
This victim, this pretend victim, who really does not have problems in the first world, but likes to pretend that they do, so they fit in with all their kill me. Someone, I just want to slam. You know what?
Did you just put up R.I.P. in peace? So that's rest in peace, in peace. That's fucking dumb. I mean, it's not the biggest point in the world or anything, obviously, but that's fucking stupid. And now it's time for... Yes, it's the inevitable bit about rape. Yay. Now, for Shoe0nhead's inevitable bit about rape, where else to go but a recent video she made called Rape is Bad. Let's have a look what she has to say, shall we?
Oh look, it's a video about rape. Not really though, rape isn't funny. At least not the act itself, despite what some people want to believe. People who grew up in houses with no windows, and who don't understand that jokes like this—
I replaced her pepper spray with silly string. Anyway, that night she got raped.
and jokes like this—
No.
But the thing is she's not gonna say no. She would never say no because of the implication.
are about the person telling the joke. The joke isn't rape is funny, the joke is rape is bad.
No. As you just said, literally just fucking said, the joke is about the person telling the joke. So really, it can't fucking be about the abstract concept of rape being bad. Obviously. The butt of the joke is the person telling the joke. Essentially, the humour comes from the fact that the person telling the joke is saying, I'm stupid, basically, in doing that. That the person telling the joke is being idiotic in some way. But the fact that they're using rape as the conduit to get to that comical ending, that humorous fucking conclusion, right? I can understand perfectly well people being uncomfortable with, people not liking that. And the fact that you don't get that very simple connection there shows me once again how fucking stupid you are.
Which brings me to the point of this video. Rape is bad. Did anybody know this? Well, good news if your parents failed and you have no morals or common sense, because there are videos out there to tell you that rape is bad.
Still struggling with consent? Just imagine instead of initiating sex, you're making them a cup of tea.
Because everybody knows British people can't understand shit until you make it about tea.
Sorry, what now? What? Did someone mention tea? What?
Might say, yes please, and then when the tea arrives, they actually don't want the tea at all. Sure, that's kind of annoying, but they remain under no obligation to drink the tea.
They forgot this part, though. I changed my mind. That means you raped me.
Firstly, that was clearly water you were drinking there. You weren't drinking tea at all. Don't fucking joke around with tea, alright? And secondly, what they also failed to mention was the vastly more common instance of those who force women to drink tea not being convicted for their hideous Darjeeling crimes, or the hideous tea shaming that goes on when women are forced to drink tea against their fucking will, or the fact that when women come forward with stories of having been forced to drink various different beverages, they're generally not fucking believed by law enforcement, or the fact that people will ask them questions like, were you dressed in a way that made you seem thirsty, perhaps? Maybe as if you wanted the tea? Why were you in that part of town late at night, when you know in that part of town people own kettles? In fact, noted MRA Paul T-Lam once said that basically women weren't just asking for it, they were fucking begging for tea. See what I did there? Paul T-Lam. That is a fucking good joke. You better be laughing at that fucking joke, okay? That is a very solid piece of wordplay.
So they lump minuscule things together like consensual drunk sex in with rape, and then they go around saying 1 in 5 women in college will be raped, and this scares the shit out of people. We get women falsely accusing men of rape, and this scares men. And because of this, universities in California and New York passed the affirmative consent law, the yes means yes law.
Universities can't pass laws. I'm just saying, I mean, that's fucking ridiculous. That's such a stupid thing to say. Obviously, they're mainly about education. Well, in America they're also about sport. I don't quite know why that is, but anyway. So they don't fucking pass laws, you half-wit.
The most nonsensical and vague law ever, stating that affirmative consent must be ongoing throughout sexual activity and can be revoked at any time. Ongoing throughout sexual activity.
Do you hereby testify willingly and under no duress that these sexual acts that we are currently taking part in at this time are in no way unacceptable to you?
Yes.
Do you hereby testify willingly and under no duress that...
Okay, right. I see your problem with the ongoing consent thing, and in fact the problem that many people have with that, because it sort of takes away from the intimacy of the moment, and takes it away some of the hotness and all that. Okay, I totally get that. But why the fuck have you lumped in there as well a person's right to withdraw consent either during or before sex? Like, what fucking problem do you have with that? Surely you can't have a problem with a woman withdrawing her consent before or during sex, right? Or do you think that once consent is given, the man has full ejaculatory rights or something? I mean, what the fuck is with that shit?
The fear-mongering is just out of control. I swear to God, sometimes when I'm scrolling through the internet, I feel like... And then we have these bullshit consent training classes where men go to learn that rape is bad.
Actually, no. It's about teaching men and women the kind of do's and don'ts of campus sex. So that, you know, fewer fucking rapes happen. I mean, I really don't get why people have such a fucking problem with that. I mean, what the fuck is so wrong with educating young people about having healthy and safe sexual conduct? For fuck's sake.
The thing is, there will always be crazy people in this world, and men and women need to learn how to protect themselves.
That's why they do things like consent classes. I mean, that's one of the ways that people have devised to try and help protect men and women. So you sort of, with these anti-feminist dickheads, you're essentially damned if you do or damned if you fucking don't. If you try and put things in place to try and lessen the number of rapes that happen and try and protect men and women from those sorts of things, people say, oh, that's ridiculous. Nanny state. Oh, you're going well over the top. You're fear-mongering, blah, blah, blah. And if you don't do those things, they say, well, it's your fault. You should have done something to try and stop it. You can't win. Because ultimately, they don't really give a fuck, do they?
It's simple. There are psychos in the world. There are psychos, they will do bad things, and it's up to you, the individual, to protect yourself from these psychos. And guys, if you do accidentally stick your dick in crazy, there are some websites that will help you out.
Stick your dick in crazy. Ay, ay, ay. Stick your dick in crazy. I mean, I don't know how fucking stupid you have to be as a person, right, to do a video about an incredibly sensitive topic like rape, and yet still use a phrase as fucking ridiculous as stick your dick in crazy. I mean, that's such a phenomenally crude, offensive and demeaning fucking phrase. And that's one of the reasons you can't be taken seriously on this. You fucking idiot. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. You're a fucking idiot.